Hey Libras, welcome to Tower and Heal. Welcome to the place where we tower and heal our way to self-love and unity consciousness. Let's get started. Welcome to your November reading. Welcome to your November reading. All right, I come to you humbly, God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love, in accordance with your divine will. What is it that the Libra collectors need to know? Thank you. What do they need to know? What is the overall energy? The Warrior. I'm looking at this as a truth card. I'm looking at this as a truth card with that sword, okay? And it did, it came out like this, so I think there's like a truth that needs to be seen. Protected, whoa, a truth that needs to be protected? Okay. A truth that needs to be protected. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? Ask body. You might be trying to protect the truth from yourself. Your body is trying to protect what? Okay. There might be a truth that needs to come out. It might be showing up in your body. Like, for example, let's say if this doesn't have to be romantic. Let's say if you're but let's just keep it light with romance. If you're feeling like in love with someone and you don't feel like you should be in love with them, right? But your body still moves and your heart will still jump when you see them and you can't, and you try to ignore that. It's like that's your body speaking its truth. Your body is speaking your truth, okay? All right. Now, the reason why I say you probably shouldn't is because we do have the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck, along with the Three of Cups. So this could be like a third-party situation where someone's falling, or someone feels something for someone outside of their relationship. They might be wanting to protect their honor, but their body is saying, their body is saying otherwise. It's like, okay. It's like if somebody's ignoring their feelings, but then about someone, but then if this someone does something, it can cause heartbreak. It causes heartbreak. Then it's like, it's forcing you to be like, well, why? If I don't feel anything, why do I feel heartbreak about them? That's because you feel love for them. You know, it's something like that that's happening. It needs to be, it feels like it needs to be protected. Like you're protecting yourself from the emotions that you feel. Wow, okay. It's like you're taking the emotions and tucking it away somewhere. Oh, but that thing about to come out with the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is the energy of being propelled forward, okay? That's that passion coming through. You're like, you feel it in your bones that you want this person. Somebody feel it in their bone. Hey! All right. What's going on with the Libra energy? I keep wanting to say Leo too. There's a lot of passion. Someone has a lot of passion. They're trying to hide it. They're trying to control their passions. They're trying to lock it away because they want to protect their honor. All right. This could be like social social constructs is playing a role, social and religious factors, whatever the case is. So someone's trying to protect their ego. They're trying to protect their ego. This passion, it makes them feel out of control. Okay. So they rather stifle it down like, I don't feel that. Who said I felt something? I don't. I'm not crying. You are. I'm not in love. You are. Okay. Queen of Cups coming out. Ignoring what their heart is saying as a means of protection. That is something here. But with the Ace of Wands coming out, there is definitely a clear new window of opportunity that is making their heart jump. Or making their loins stiffen, if you know what I mean. Okay. Six of Pentacles. See, someone is just going to go for... They're going to stifle it and not go for the thing that gives them equal reciprocity. Whatever this opening is. Oh my gosh. Dirty jokes are just popping up in my head. Okay. All right. Somebody... Okay. And then with the Warrior card. Okay, yeah. It's definitely... Somebody has like sexual desires. Okay. With this phallic symbol thing here. This is very phallic. The most phallic card with the two gonads and a... Whoa, it's a lot of... Okay. But it doesn't... It's not coming through the sacral. That's different. Because usually when I feel like the energy of the reading is sacral based, I would feel it. This is... Somebody is not trying to feel it. Oh, so they're in their head about it. All of this passion happening. It's so much passion. And they are so disconnected from their feelings. They're so disconnected from their passion. This has an energy of denial. Because it's something about this passion that breaks their ego. It like breaks their brain a little bit. It's like if they had an ego, if they needed to be in control, and this passion takes them out of it, and it makes them feel more than they're used to feeling, then they're like, I don't know. What? That's not going to go there. Wow. Holy cow. But they're not realizing in like stifling that. They have to soften up. This person has to be more vulnerable. Because if not, then they're just going to keep going for it. They're not going to allow themselves. The vulnerability, being open to love is what's going to bring the love in that's equal reciprocity. That'll be equal reciprocity for them. They're used to having the control, okay? Because they're used to having the control, they've never allowed for them to sit back and allow for someone to love on them. For them to be vulnerable enough to get the love that they deserve. Wow, and that's just causing heartbreak with the Three of Swords here. Knight of Cups, the door is like closing, okay? The rejection of this love is just causing his heartbreak. It's like, see, that's the thing. Like, okay, wait, so I missed something. Like, if I don't have any feelings, why am I feeling heartbroken right now? They were so disconnected from their emotions. They were disconnected, probably disconnected from their body, whatever. Whatever that means. Ten of Swords coming out in reverse. The Tower, yep. That's a major Tower moment. But, plus side, Chariot card. It's a major block that's going to make a move forward, okay? See, here we are with the truth, that sword. You see, I was talking about the sword that came out in reverse when it first came out. Here we are with the sword coming out in reverse here. They're not facing the truth. See, they want to be, they're trying to come off so strong and stoic like the warrior, but they're really, them not facing this truth is actually them being the opposite. It's making them kind of cowardly. Okay, but that cowardly energy is cowardly because they don't want to face this love. Okay, and in doing so, they created this ego of being strong when they're not. Not saying that they're not strong of a person, but they're not strong enough to face love. They're not strong enough to be soft. Okay, they're not strong enough to be vulnerable and let someone come in. That takes strength to be able to love like that, to get heartbroken, and then to pick up the pieces and then go out again and fall in love again. How much, that takes so much strength, and I admire people who can do that, you know? I had a homegirl, like at first I looked at her like a serial monogamous, which is its own issue, but then I'm just like, yo, you know what? You get into relationships, you get heartbroken, and then you get right back on the bandwagon. Like, that just takes so much strength. It takes so much emotional resilience, you know? Anyway, this person doesn't have that. But they come off, they're controlling though. They do have a strong demeanor. I don't know. They just want to control things. They have their feelings tied up, locked away. That's unfortunate. All right. Keep shaking the table every time I shuffle. So I'm going to look into the Ten of Swords here. They're hurting themselves. There's so many birds around here. I'm trying to learn the calls of the birds now. Whatever. Dumb shit I'm trying to do. Not dumb shit. Just new things I want to learn. All right. Tower. Now the 2 sevens here. 2 of Wands with the 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Wands. 7 of Pentacles. This is really coming from this strength and this control that they exude. The lack of vulnerability is coming from fear of being hurt, obviously, right? It's one of those things where someone is a bully, but it's really because they want to feel love inside or whatever, you know. It's one of those situations here where someone's like overcompensating when they just need to chill. Be vulnerable. You, not saying you won't get hurt, but whatever. Everybody's doing it. Put your heart out there. Anyway. It seems like there's a moment of reflection that's going to come about in November for whoever's dealing with this. Whether this is you or someone who's attached to you. Because it seems like these emotions are coming through anyway. It's like, okay, you had this repressed for way too long. We're about to come out and show you what emotions you're really hiding. And it's coming like with full force. This can come through as a purging, okay? Because of this heartbreak. That's what I'm saying. It's a purging, but they're breaking their own heart. And this person, because they're so detached from their emotions, they might actually not realize what's happening. They might not realize that they're not following their, with the Queen of Cups in reverse, then their emotions are unsound, okay? There's going to be a bit of emotional shitstorm. Like, it's just going to be a wreck, okay? The emotions are going to be a little bit wonky, and it's not really going to, this person's emotional balance is going to be toppled over. Because their ego is being toppled over. Now, in the process of someone's ego that they've held on for so long too, in them doing that, in the fight of going to stepping into a new ego, and their old ego trying to fight for its own existence, there's going to be some emotional push and pull, okay? But ultimately, it's going to feel like heartbreak. Now, whether they see the heartbreak as them breaking their own heart because they lack the vulnerability required to accept this new love or not, that's up to them. Some of them might just blame it on the person that caused this new love. All right, which doesn't make sense. But like I said, the emotions are not going to make too much sense to them. The emotions, the feelings that they feel for that person is not going to make sense to them because they're not used to losing control. They're not used to having that much passion for someone. They're like, what is this? They've been operating under that for so long now. This new passion that opened up their heart is like, what are these feelings? These are real feelings? They probably felt it before. Like, when younger and then had one heartbreak and it fucked them up. But whatever the case is, why is this Ace of Wands here? See, they were living in an illusion. It was an emotional illusion. They were telling themselves a story that just wasn't true about love, about their emotions. They might have even told themselves like some shit, something about how they handle emotions and they don't really feel deeply or whatever the case is. And then they had something that broke it open. They probably prided themselves over having control of their emotions or something like that. Not realizing that it was an unhealthy way of being. It was a coping mechanism. It's not that... whatever. They just want to have the upper hand. But they didn't realize in doing that, they're doing themselves a disservice in having that upper hand. It was really, and having the upper hand and being strong, being the strong one, it was really stemming from them being scared and not strong enough. It wasn't them, it wasn't a display of their strength. It was a display of their weakness and fear. Because because that energy just made them settle for things that were not giving them equal reciprocity. It has an energy of like, I won't date anyone who really makes me feel love. Not loved, love. I don't want to actually feel too much for a person. I'll go with someone that's safe. Where I can love them, but I'm not going to be in love with them. Like, I don't want to be in love with anyone because then I don't know what's going to happen. I'm scared of getting hurt. But if I can control the level of love that I have for them, then I'm good. Like, I'm just going for those. But in that, they were doing themselves a disservice. They were selling themselves short. Some of them was doing it purposely. But then it became a norm for them. And they forgot. But then something came along that broke that illusion. Because they got comfortable in that. It became a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, oh yeah, I could just control this. I'm good. You know, and that's what they were looking for. People that they can probably control. Someone who didn't really bring up that passion, that level of passion. Someone who didn't inspire that much passion in them. That made them feel comfortable and safe because they knew they wouldn't go out of control. They wouldn't lose themselves in a relationship. Wow, this is getting deep. Anyway, but a passion came along with all that fire. And it said, oh, you thought, just in case, that was an illusion, by the way. You have a lot of passion here. Okay, you are capable of it. It's not that you're super strong, it's that you're scared. Where's the Ten of Swords here? Yeah, it's painful. They're going to have to make a judgment call on what this pain is. See, it's interesting. It's interesting because I feel like they're going to feel this heartbreak and pain. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, but they don't realize that that's what it is. That's what it feels like. Like they might project it on someone else, not realizing that they shut it down. Like they're the reason why this happened. They're going to have to make a final judgment call on the fact that they stabbed themselves in their own back, that they caused themselves to feel heartbreak about love. Like, it wasn't that someone broke their heart and whatever story that they're about to tell themselves. Anyway. All right, what's a blockage? But it's that situation, if they get around to facing the truth, I do feel like that's coming about. It's going to get to a point where they can't ignore it. And when that happens, it's going to shift their ego, okay? And they might step into a place where they're more vulnerable, where they realize they forgot about this. Oh, as I'm about to pick up this cup. They forgot that they were a teddy bear. Life happened. And they lost a teddy bear inside of them. They're going to remember how much of a teddy bear they are. And how warm that feels. They're going to get more in touch with their soft side. And realize that that is their true nature. And life just came and hardened them up. So they were walking around. See, this could be a masculine energy that's super... They could be like super like masculine and rah-rah. Probably toxic masculinity on top of that because they're just overcompensating for the softness that they feel. For some people, this could be a love. For some people, it might be as jarring as a love of the opposite sex. I mean, of the same sex, if they're not used to that, right? I mean, if they're used to being heterosexual, but because the universe is just throwing curveballs at people, you know what I mean? So for some people, it's gonna be that. All right, this might not apply to anyone who's watching, but yeah. But it's a love that's going to show them how much of a teddy bear there are. It's a love that's going to pierce through all that bullshit and make them remember. It's a feeling of like smelling fresh baked cookies if you're raised with somebody baking fresh baked cookies, and smelling that and thinking about childhood, you know, a happy childhood memory. You know, that's what's happening. That love is going to have that effect on this person. Where it's like, oh, I remember that. It's like remembering your inner child. Wow, this is deep. Wow, okay. All right, what's a blockage? It's going to make them reflect on all the relationships they've probably been through, all the people that they've been through, all the people that they met while wearing this mask, all the things that they probably sabotage while wearing this because of them not being in their true nature, all the opportunities they probably missed out on because of it. All right, what's the blockage? It's going to be a process, though. That's not something that's just going to happen overnight. That'll probably be a couple of months, a year, whatever. It depends. What's a blockage? Clarity. King of Swords, yeah. Cutting through the bullshit. Okay, that's what they need to do. They might emotionally jujitsu themselves some more for a little bit, but I feel like overall there's going to be some clarity. At some point, there's going to be some clarity that's going to set the wheels in motion, and it's going to change them, right? It's going to change them for the better. This person will become more vulnerable, softer, more loving, caring. Their true nature. This is actually their true nature. They're coming back home. Home, meaning who they actually are. They're stepping into what their actual soul's makeup, the nature of their soul is, minus, you know, the hurt, the ego built off of hurt, the coping mechanisms. I gotta be strong because society told me to be a man, you know, all that shit. That's about to drop if they choose, right? With the Hermit card, once again, this is free will plays a role here. All right, it does depend on how much work they do, if they choose to navigate this energy or not. If they do choose to explore it, this heartbreak and where it really stems from, and go in hermit mode, then they can actually get to this upgrade. If they choose not to, if they want to do the emotional jujitsu on themselves again and put themselves back in the same ego and blame the person instead of really looking within, then that's going to be on them. All right, everybody's different. Not everybody's going to take the route to an upgrade. That's just what it is. That's where free will plays a role. The universe comes in and provides the opportunity. Then we have the free will to make the decision to upgrade or make the decision to stay where we are. Outside of that, we don't have control over shit. All right, Six of Arrows. Yeah. They're going to have to walk away from this old way of being. Look at themselves. Take a really clear look at what they've done, who they've become, and why. Yeah. See, some of them are going through this emotional jujitsu, right? Where they're not going to look at it. With the Hermit card coming out in reverse and a Tower card coming out in reverse. This is denying it. Like, I'm not going to look inside. Actually, it was their fault. They did this, they did that, and that's what I'm sticking with, and nobody could tell me anything different. Because they know if they take the time out to actually observe their actions, if they take the time out to say, what is that thumping in my heart that I'm feeling? Is it because I love this person? Nah. It depends. It depends on how easily they could switch up and change. But the Tower moment, that's going to be a major shift for them, and it can break them out into a more authentic way of being. I'm feeling a stubborn energy with this. You know, usually I don't feel like, whatever. I'm feeling a stubborn energy where they might, whoever's going through this, they have a moment of truth. See, the Hermit. The Hermit equals Wheel of Fortune. Going within and exploring that softness and vulnerability. Going within is going to bring the upgrade. This could be going to therapy. Really studying yourself. Okay? This could be journaling. All right? This needs to be addressed. It needs to be studied. If whatever. I'm feeling major stubborn energy with this, but I really hope that whoever's going through this energy, even though it's tough, it's like someone's realizing, okay, I've been living a lie. I've been lying to myself. I've been lying to others about who I am. I sabotage things because of this lie that I've been living. I'm really a teddy bear, and I've just been sitting here acting like I was a fucking shark. And like just the accumulation of all this shark behavior. The inner teddy bear has been feeling that. They don't want to face that. They talked themselves into being a shark. And probably did a bunch of like shitty things because of it. And because they're so disconnected from their emotions, they felt like they didn't feel the empathy or sympathy, right? But now that they're tapping into their teddy bear was holding on to all that empathy and sympathy of whatever their shark was out there doing. That is going to cause a purge. The teddy bear is forcing itself out. The teddy bear is like, enough is enough. My cup is full. Oh, I need to release this. This is crazy. These emotions that you're just throwing on me, you know. Wow. This is a major transformation. What are they failing to see? I feel like it's going to feel jarring, though. What are they failing to see? You have the Five of Pentacles coming out with the Three of Cups is what they're failing to see. With the Ace of Cups. It's going to be a Tower moment, but on the other side, it's going to be new love. It's like the universe is going to smack them in the face with this truth. Like, yo, snap out of it. You're not this person, okay? You're not this hardcore person. You're a fucking teddy bear. All right? You good? Yeah? All right, here's the tissue. All right. Now here's a new love. Don't fuck it up. Be a teddy bear with this love. That's what's happening. It's actually a manifestation. The power of this pain is like gonna birth a new love. If they decide to face the pain. Yeah, see with the Three of Swords. Wow, with the Ace of Wands coming out. This is a new love. It's definitely this is new love. Like a new love, and it's a second chance with the World card. They're getting a second chance to do it better. It's a major breakthrough. Wow, with the Two of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Whoa, wish fulfillment energy. Wow. You know, and it's going to come in quickly with the Knight of Arrows. You know, I'm shaking my head because I'm feeling the stubborn energy of it. How it can go either way. There's two realities that's going to come out of this opportunity. And some are going to go double down. Like I said, some people are going to jump off the cliff, right? And face who they are. That's their jump off the cliff. Facing who they are and now changing their identity and becoming a teddy bear when they were once a shark. That's their jump off the cliff. And on the other side, they're going to find a rewarding love. There's some people who are going to just double down and just miss out on that new love. Wow. And if you're watching someone go through this, there's nothing you can do about it. You just got to let them make the choice. What's the advice? This could be a third-party situation. This choice in identity. Somebody's looking at it like it's two. Somebody might have a third party. Somebody might have two choices of who to be with. And one is going to make them double down. And it's not going to give them equal reciprocity. One of them, the other one is allowing them to open up into an upgraded way of being. They might just look at it like, oh, it's just a choice I have to make between two people. When in actuality, it's like an upgrade. This is a test of being authentic. Wow. Are you brave enough to be authentically you, or are you just going to stay in this deceptive mode? Wow. See, a lot of people, see, the King of Wands and the freaking Five of Swords. Self-deception here. I can manipulate my way through this, you know, like that's how you want to keep experiencing love, or do you want to experience a true love? With the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, this is a gift from the universe. The universe is coming through like this is a chance for something real. Do you want something real, or do you want things that you want loves that you can continue to control? A lot of people are being led to spiritual upgrades, and it's coming through. This is really interesting, like how the universe just works. It's not coming through by a very clear, not a very clear choice that looks like a spiritual upgrade. I'll say that. It's a very clear choice that someone has to make between two people. A lot of people are going through this, but it's more than just, oh, I'm just going to go for, you know, who I really want. It's like one of them is your comfort zone and one of them is your soul's purpose. One of them leads to a spiritual upgrade. One of them leads to your, you coming back home. People are not realizing that in these third-party situations. I feel like the people on the other side realize that, right? The person who is the catalyst of a spiritual connection or a spiritual upgrade, they know what's happening. The karmic, they probably know what's happening too. The person that's a comfort zone. But the masculine, who has to make a choice between the two, I don't think they realize what's on the line. Huh. That's a sneaky way to get someone to upgrade, spiritually upgrade, right? They gotta lure the men in with poo poo, nanny. Is that what's happening? Major stability on the horizon. All right. Well. All right. That's tough. This is a very, this is a lesson on trusting your intuition, going within, being authentic and all that. So if they miss the boat this time, then, you know, maybe they'll get another window of opportunity the next time. Who knows? Whatever. I'm just feeling the level of stubborn energy in this, and I'm just like, oh my God. They don't even know what they're about to pass. Okay. All right. What's the power animal? Yeah, they're about to walk into their manifestation. It's like they're being given an opportunity to get their manifestation, a dream come true, their dream guy, dream girl, whoever this is, it's a manifestation for them. It's going to give them the love that they wanted, that their inner teddy bear really wants. Whatever it is that they dreamed of, especially with this Libra. Libra energy is so like romantic and fantastical. So I'm thinking like fairy tale, you know. If somebody already always dreams of being someone's Prince Charming or princess, whatever. If somebody was dreaming of having a Prince Charming, then that Prince Charming is on the other side. All right, if somebody was dreaming to be a Prince Charming, okay, to another, they always want to be that Prince Charming. That opportunity is going to be on the other side. Like, they have to allow, if you're masculine and you want to be a Prince Charming and you've been like denying yourself of that, instead you've been being a villain, Jafar, Scar, whatever. You weren't being Prince Charming, the Prince Charming that you are. You weren't being a teddy bear that you are. Let that shine. It's attractive as fuck. And there's someone on the other side waiting for you. I was about to say someone on the side. Okay. Listen, whatever. If you guys, whatever. All right. Whoever's dealing with this, you guys already know who's who, what's what. It's just a matter of comfort. It's a matter of comfort zone versus the new. Pretty much you're being led to the new. Go to the new. That's where it is. Anyway, thank you so much. Let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment, add me on IG, that's Tower on Heal. If you want to get a personal reading, check out the info box below. I do those. If you want to be an angel donor, check out the Patreon link below. Okay, you get 10% off for your readings if you do. Also, I have a second tier where you can actually get free, not free, early access to these readings as well as exclusive content. Okay, I go much deeper into spirituality over there. Yeah, that's it. All right, thank you so much. Let me know what you think until we meet again. Peace.